ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। अस्मद्गुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः। So today, as mentioned, we are planning to start with Sadhana Panchakam. Okay, so the Sadhana Panchakam, we will go through it first. I'm not sure whether you have the text of it. I will share it with you right now. Okay. We will first chant this completely once, all the 5 shlokas, and then we will go ahead. वेदो नित्यमधीयतां तदुदितं कर्मस्वनुष्ठीयताम् तेनेशस्य विधीयतामपचितिः काम्ये मतिस्त्यज्यताम् पापौघः परिधूयतां भवसुखे दोषोऽनुसन्धीयताम् आत्मेच्छाव्यवसीयतां निजगृहात् तूर्णं विनिर्गम्यताम् संगः सत्सु विधीयतां भगवतो भक्तिर्दृढाधीयताम् शान्त्यादिः परिचीयतां दृढतरं कर्माशु सन्त्यज्यताम् सद्विद्वानुपसृप्यतां प्रतिदिनं तत्पादुकासेव्यताम् ब्रह्मैकाक्षरमर्थ्यतां श्रुतिशिरो वाक्यं समाकर्ण्यताम् वाक्यार्थश्च विचार्यतां श्रुतिशिरः पक्षः समाश्रीयताम् दुस्तर्कात् सुविरम्यतां श्रुतिमतस्तर्कोऽनुसन्धीयताम् ब्रह्मास्मीति विभाव्यतामहरहर्गर्वः परित्यज्यताम् देहेऽहम् इति रुज्यताम् बुधजनैर्वादः परित्यज्यताम् क्षुद्व्याधिश्च चिकित्स्यताम् प्रतिदिनं भिक्षौषधं भुज्यताम् स्वाद्वन्नं न तु याच्यतां विधिवशात् प्राप्तेन सन्तुष्यताम् शीतोष्णादिविषह्यतां न तु वृथा वाक्यं समुच्चार्यताम् औदासीन्यमभीप्स्यतां जनकृपा नैष्ठुर्यमभीप्स्यताम् तुर्यमुत्सृज्यताम् एकान्ते सुखमास्यतां परतरे चेतः समाधीयताम् पूर्णात्मा सुसमीक्ष्यतां जगदिदं तद्बाधितं दृश्यताम् प्राक्कर्म प्रविलाप्यतां चितिबलान्नाप्युत्तरैश्लिष्यतां प्रारब्धं त्विह भुज्यतामतः परब्रह्मात्मना स्थीयताम्. Om. It's a very nice compilation in the same chandas. So when you start a chandas, it will continuously go. It will not just keep changing the tune little in between. So maintain the tune, the words will come out very clearly. Long sentences, but every word is important. Okay. So let us actually go into what is this Sadhana Panchakam. You can just Google, I will even send this to you. You can just Google, you will get the text readily. It's just 5 shlokas together. This word Panchakam means 5. So these are 5 shlokas written by Adi Bhagavat Pada Shankaracharya. And that is why it is called Panchakam. There are no 6 shlokas, there are no 4 shlokas, there are 5 shlokas, so it is Panchakam. Now, why it is called Sadhana Panchakam? Now, there are other names to this text. Sopana Panchakam, Advaita Panchakam, Upadesha Panchakam, Sadhana Panchakam, everything is the same, no different. Sopana Panchakam, Advaita Panchakam, Sadhana Panchakam, Upadesha Panchakam. Because Bhagavat Pada here gives a ready reckoner for life. He is a ready reckoner for life. In 5 shlokas, he has beautifully given a ready reckoner for life. And when we say a ready reckoner, what does it mean? Understanding what is the goal of life and the means to achieve it. Both. What happened? All seem to be writing very. I will stop, you complete writing. Otherwise you will not be able to comprehend what I am saying, right? Finish writing, no problem. I will also start the link. Wait. Okay, right. So, the whole idea is whatever is this framework and whatever is the teachings of the Vedas is very nicely and crisply brought in this 5 shlokas. So, whatever the Vedic framework tells as a purpose of life and to follow it is what Bhagavad Pada has very clearly put it in 5 shlokas. That is why we can call it a ready reckoner. Okay. And the Vedic scheme is a very elaborate scheme. The moment you make that into a usable, program, when you say I want to make a program, I want to design a program, and that program is so cumbersome and complex, right? We don't know where errors in a program can come. And there are prerequisites of knowledge in that program, that you need to have those knowledge, and then you apply it, and then you make a program, and then you test it, and then after testing you will find out errors, and then you will, so it is such a complex. For a common person, he will say, what is all this? I am lost somewhere. So what do people do? They make a program and make it a user friendly application. The application is what behind which the program is there. Without the program, the app will not work. But the app is a very useful one for us to get what results we want by putting certain inputs, right? That is what the app does. Exactly like that, the Vedic framework is like the program. It's a very big and a vast thing, and a very cumbersome and a complex thing, that if you get into it, you will be just stuck into some small thing and the life goes on. When such an app is made like a ready reckoner, it becomes very clear, because each of this is actually a milestone to go ahead. Okay, that is where the benefit comes out. So he has removed from the Vedic scheme of things very clearly what needs to be done, so that one understands what's their goal and then works on the goal to achieve the goal, the result. And at the back end, there is a Vedic framework. Okay. Now what is Vedic framework? At least something we have to understand. We may not understand everything of programming, but something at least, okay, it is this language, this logic needs to be there, then you try. Then only some, at least if you want to do some tinkering with it, you can do. Otherwise, you will be a slave of the system. So here, what is this Vedic framework? The Vedic framework is nothing but the Varnashrama system. The Varnashrama Vyavastha is the Vedic framework. The infrastructure, why do we call it the framework? That is an infrastructure on which, when we navigate, we can very easily, with the least of the problems, least of the effort, reach our goal at the earliest possible time. So it gives you a framework to navigate. For example, if you don't have a GPS, you will still reach your destination. But what you could have reached in 2 days, probably you would take 20 days. Because someone may mislead you, you do not know, you will go there, then you will recheck, and then again turn some. But if you have a GPS, till you reach your goal, it's a guiding torch, it's a path finder for you. So hence, that is why we call this as a ready reckoner, because this is taught to everyone and you have to use it. If it is taught to everyone, doesn't mean that everyone knows what is the right goal. Many do not know the goal. So this particular ready reckoner teaches what is the goal and then tells how to travel in this infrastructure so that you achieve your goal. Okay, right? Now this Vyavastha, which is Varnashrama Vyavastha, I will not make a presumption that you know it. We will again quickly review it. Why there is a Varna Ashrama Vyavastha? Why it is needed? Why is it needed? First is it needed?
Segregation of duties so that there be a focused approach of getting things done.
Okay. So, what does it consider? You and your relation with the setup, your contribution to the setup, the society. Correct? But is it going to be beneficial for me? Society may benefit, but what is it for me?
There will be harmony in the system.
That is fine. But if it is a lose-lose for everyone individually, that harmony will not sustain.
It purifies me.
Hmm?
It purifies me.
Purifies me. No, so is it beneficial to me? Is the first question. If there is a benefit to the society, is it also benefiting the individual?
So you say that we basically mature up using through this varnashram.
So it benefits, right?
Does it benefit?
So without an individual benefit, only social benefit is not sustainable. In our schools and colleges, there will be one student who religiously takes notes, and there will be many like me who are lazy. So before the exam, what do? You take that person's notes or Xerox, pura. That is social service. But did it benefit the person who gave? So it is not sustainable. It didn't benefit me because it actually made me more lazy. It didn't benefit the person who gave. Because by giving it is actually a problem for that person because that notes are not available for them to learn. Right? So those type of infrastructure and social services will not be sustainable, tenable. So as much as it benefits the society, it needs to benefit individual also. Then the individual is motivated to do more for the society because he sees or she sees personal benefit also accruing along with the social benefit. Then it's a win-win situation. And the Varnashrama Vyavastha was mainly for that. When you look at Varna Vyavastha is my relationship with the society. How can I contribute to the society and in the bargain gain something for myself? Then comes the Ashrama Vyavastha. Now in Ashrama Vyavastha, where is the focus? Is it the society or is it the individual? It's the individual stage of life. It's the individual growth. How do you mature properly and go to the next? You get promoted to the next class. You mature out from this class and you're promoted to the next class. If you look at your earlier results, they will say this person secured distinction and is promoted to the next class. So successfully you have to drop that class and go to the next class. That is why that word ashrama is a temporary place for relaxing, getting what you want and then going ahead to the next. Okay. Ashramaha is now Shramahan. Ashrama has become Shramaha now. Correct? So, very clearly the Varna Vyavastha and Ashrama Vyavastha. Varna Vyavastha, your benefit by benefiting the society. Varna Vyavastha is Varna Vyavastha is your benefit while benefiting the society. Ashrama Vyavastha is me as the center of the focus, maturing and going ahead with the next milestone. Is it clear? So both of this 100% ensures your growth. One is me by myself, other is me with the setup. One is focusing with the outside world, other is focusing to my inner world. Is this clear? And hence, the Vedas very clearly promote this Varna and Ashrama infrastructure, and through that infrastructure, various karmas and sadhanas are there. Only if that infrastructure is present, many of the karmas have meaning. Many of the karmas can reach to its end result. Are we able to understand this? Because that part is missing now. It's very difficult for many of us to even imagine what that system was, because we have been so away from it today. We've been so away from it because we really do not know what we are missing. We have progress in material world, but the spiritual progress needs an infrastructure. And this infrastructure gave a very good scope for material progress along with spiritual progress. Or rather, I should put it as predominantly spiritual progress without missing out on material progress. Correct? My aim is moksha, I go there, but be a dharmic life and still have artha kama as a benefit. In today's world, artha kama is the only benefit. Dharma moksha is thrown away even at our workplace or even in the society. That is why when bosses say by hook or crook get the result. The moment you say hook and crook, both are adharma. If you have to hook, you have to become a crook. So it's adharma. Why? It is result oriented. Earlier was process oriented. This is result oriented. There the idea is follow the process, result will have to come. Does it make sense? Right. Now, what is this Varna and Ashrama system? Anyone who wants to first share something, you can. Keep it a little more relaxed because you all know it. First is Varna system. What is the Varna system made up of? Quick, come on. Yes.
Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra.
Correct. Yeah, I've already started it at 8:10. Thanks. Yeah. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Okay. Now, that means each of them have certain responsibilities, duties, and benefits. Correct? What is the job of Brahmana? Predominantly, what should be the Brahmana's focus?
Chanting Vedas and doing pujas for the well-being of all.
No.
Teaching, sir?
Teaching.
Okay. Very clearly, benefit to the society through the knowledge, either by doing it by oneself or teaching others how to lead that life. Okay. What is Kshatriya's job?
Protecting the society.
Protecting the society. What is the Vaishya's job?
Conducting business.
Hmm. Anything else?
Also
To provide means.
supporting Brahman and
Kshatriya. Supporting Brahman and Kshatriya. They will not support Shudra.
confused हो गई थी वो प्रथा गृहस्थ आश्रम
नहीं गृहस्थ आश्रम नहीं है. वी आर टॉकिंग ऑफ वर्ण, नॉट आश्रम. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. So Brahmana is the knowledge base of the society to protect, to propagate and to preserve. This is his job. 3 P's. Kshatriya is to protect the society and ensure dharma is prevailing in that protection. Vaishya give means to Brahmana, Kshatriya and Shudras and including the Vaishyas in terms of resources. They are the resource providers. And Shudras, they are human resources. Vaishyas provide material resources. Shudras are human resources. Kshatriya is the organization. Brahmana decides the strategy, mission, vision and how to go about the whole system. Our organogram in any organization works that way. It's no different. Okay, does it make sense? Then, if this is what the role is, it should be based on what? So the jobs require certain capabilities, certain gunas, eligibilities. So guna karma vibhagasha. What is the 4th chapter telling? Bhagavad Gita 4th chapter.
Chaturvarnyam maya srishtam guna karma vibhagasha.
Correct. Chaturvarnyam maya srishtam guna karma vibhagasha. Not jati, not caste, nothing of that sort. Tasya kartaram apimam vidya kartaram avyayam. Okay. So now if you do not know your guna, then the next best approach is jati. Jati means where you are born, to which family you are born, and what was the profession that family was undertaking. Because that is why it used to be family professions. Correct? As much as we expect a doctor's children to become doctors, advocates' children to become advocates, but today we say, okay, I have got stuck up in this profession, you at least don't come. So that giving the profession to the next generation is completely lost today. The Varna system is gone. That is why the profession cannot. Otherwise, a potter's children will learn how to make pots even if they don't want, because right from childhood they are learning that, they are playing with it, they are. Correct? So, if there is a family profession, it is coming, then you automatically learn it and you see cycles of ups and downs in it. Right from childhood till you come to know, there will be good cycles, there will be bad cycles, there will be ups, downs, everything. So you are much more matured in that system rather than how we get exposed when we go to a new organization. Right? So if you do not know your guna karma, then the next best is jati. Today neither guna karma is there nor jati is there. Then what is the driver of it? Artha kama. I like this job, so I'm doing. Whether I'm capable of it, forget it. I like it. Why? Maybe for a status to tell four people. Or 99.9% the remuneration is very good there. I get good money out of it. So it is money return based vyavastha. It is not eligibility or it is not the knowledge based vyavastha. It becomes money based vyavastha. And when it is money based vyavastha, it is very difficult. It is very difficult. Because बोलते ना खुदा मेहरबान तो गधा पहलवान. एक आध 2 साल चल गया तो चल गया, but when it goes down, that is the time the person who is supposed to hold the boat, the sailor, will first jump out of the boat and go. When he sees Danda डूब रहा है, the top management will first jump and go out. They will go for any other job. Correct? And hence it is not a sustainable one. Not at all a sustainable one. Which we are seeing. That is the reason pressures are there. And we can't cope up with pressures. Why? It is arthakama based, result oriented, not process oriented. Result. By hook or crook. What matters is the result. Correct? So, how is this earlier vyavastha now got changed? So, when such a change comes, Brahmana is no more doing a Brahmana job. Kshatriya is no more doing a Kshatriya job. Everyone is able to do any other job, and above everything there is something called reservation. And when all this comes, the vyavastha is completely broken down. So if the infrastructure is broken down, how do you expect results? गाड़ी जो 2 पटरी पे चल रही है, धर्म अर्थ काम, that has got distorted. एक पटरी उसका निकल गया है, कितना दिन तक it will be stable? That is why the Shastras, the way they explained to us was, during Krita Yuga, Dharma had 4 legs. In Treta Yuga, Dharma ended up with 3 legs. In Dwapara Yuga with 2 legs. And in Kali Yuga, Dharma is standing with 1 leg. बेचारा धर्मा खड़ा है एक पाँव पे, कैसा भी कोई भी फू मारे तो गिर जाएगा. So it is not sustainable. Which means we need to go, and at least wherever possible, we need to go to a sustainable system which is Varna Vyavastha. Then it works. So the Vedas prescribe clearly Varna Vyavastha, which was related to society and me. Me as an integral part of the society, me as a very big contributor to the society, and in that bargain, I benefit from the society. I mature out in that society. And along with my internal maturity and spiritual growth, I also get status and recognition from the society. So Arthakama is taken care. But the primary job is maintaining dharma. Is it clear? Process based system, not result based system. Okay. Then comes the Ashrama Vyavastha. What is Ashrama Vyavastha? Maturing out with age. Correct? Brahmacharya Ashrama, Grihastha Ashrama, Vanaprastha Ashrama, Sannyasa Ashrama. Okay. Shaishave Abhyasta Vidyanam, Yavvane. Raghuvamsha, there will be a nice shloka like this. Shaishave Abhyasta Vidyanam, Yavvane, some Ishinam it will come. Vardhakye So at each stage, what is the focus? That should be very clear. So, Shaishave Abhyasta Vidyanam, when you are young, study, learn, gain knowledge. That is the only job. That continues even today. May not be which type of knowledge, but some knowledge gain is going on till the age of 20, 25, whatever. So children study. But in that also, focus is not only in study, there are a lot of distractions. So the Vedas are very clear. When you have to focus on studies, you focus on it. Okay. Then, if you have already learned something, the learning is useful only when you apply it. Otherwise, that learning is useless. Why would someone learn for not applying it? How many people have completed their science and working in some financial areas today, where nothing of what we have learned is anyway applicable? So many. Why? Multidisciplinary learning we can do. We can have so many options in learning today. Then what happens? You are not expert in anything. Okay. So application of what I have learned into my day-to-day life, if it is not there, that knowledge is of no use. And that is why you have the second ashrama, which is Grihastha ashrama, for application of the knowledge which I have learnt. Okay. Knowledge independently as it is very nice, theoretically fantastic. The whole issue comes in a practical situation, how much of that we are implementing of that knowledge. And that is what Grihastha Ashrama gives us an opportunity with a lot of impediments in order to fulfill our duties being in a dharmic way. So Grihastha Ashrama very clearly gives that a beautiful opportunity there. Why? That's how we mature, when we know to handle problems and don't get buckled with it. During adversity, calamity, during very good times, how much of dharma are we following is what is the question. Right? So Grihastha Ashrama gives a lot of opportunity. That is why they say Grihastha Ashrama is a frying pan. अच्छा बुन के निकाल देगा तुमको बाहर. You know, this tongue, we know what is the beauty of our tongue. This boneless creature is able to navigate in between 32 demons without hurting itself. See the ability. 32 demons are there around. Thoda idhar udhar hua to you know what happens. But very rarely such a thing happens. How it navigates. Like that, Grihastha Ashrama allows us to navigate and नैया पार करने का एक ऑप्शन बहुत बढ़िया देते हैं. But we have to be very clear, our focus is not somehow come out of Grihastha Ashrama. No. Our focus is moksha. For that, Grihastha Ashrama is a path through which you are going. Brahmacharya gives knowledge. Without that, nothing can happen. But after knowledge, how to apply it and not get stagnant in Grihastha is what is the whole idea. How to quickly, fastly navigate through it without the least resistance or hurt and move out. Complete my duties, out. You know, the sports really intelligent sports people are there, they will put such a lot of effort and they will get fame, name, and everything, and they are the topmost. And when they are at the peak, they will retire and move out. One day, suddenly, they'll retire and move out. Over. After that, you will never listen about them in that field. Then they are celebrities, they are called for inaugurations and all, leave that. But that chosen place where they are the best, they will just quit and go. And the person who drags that and doesn't want to leave, people will finally throw that person out of the system, saying that you're useless now. Like that, we should not make our grihastha ashrama. डोंट हैव अ फियर, क्या करूँ भी एक दिन सडनली छोड़ छाड़ के मैं चला जाने का, नहीं. Mentally mature out that I need to come out of grihastha ashrama. That's an ongoing thing. Like how? When we are learning to drive a vehicle, then you're focused in driving. Once you know the art of driving the vehicle, तो आप गाने सुन के गप्पे लड़ाते हुए गाड़ी चलाते रहते. तो गप्पे लड़ाते लड़ाते गृहस्थ आश्रम निकाल देने का. That is maturing out. Not running away from it. Yes.
So, what do you actually mean, gappe ladate ladate? Like, what does it actually imply?
It is a time pass to do dharma, nothing more than that. Don't give unwanted focus to it. Me, my family, my children, my parents, बहुत ज़्यादा उस पर मत ध्यान दो. ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है? They were incidental for my being in that setup. I have to learn, I have to go ahead, I have to become mukta. The moment that next goal is in front of your mind, see, the problem is what? Because we don't have a goal after that, this becomes a permanent goal. Then you have become the goal post. जो भी आएगा गोल मार के जाएगा. कोई नहीं आए तो कुत्ता आएगा. गोल पोस्ट. That is how life will become. Seriously. उससे अच्छा चलते रहेगा, ये सब चलते रहेगा. हाँ, भज गोविंदम we learnt ना. What did we learn in that? सर्वत्रैता विहिता रीति. सर्वत्रैषा विहिता रीति. हर घर में यही चलता है. मेरा घर क्या नया है क्या? My in-laws, my outlaws, all laws, everything the same laws everywhere. ये तो चलते रहेगा. Not to become insensitive about it, but don't give undue importance and get stuck mentally. Do all your duty and keep moving ahead. गाड़ी चलाना बंद नहीं करते. नहीं, एक गाना है ना, 1 मिनट में साइड पे गाड़ी रुका कि गाना अच्छा से सुन के फिर गाड़ी चलो, कभी नहीं करते हम. या टिल द एंड, गाड़ी जब से सीखा है टिल द एंड एकदम सीरियसली एक एक चीज देख के गाड़ी भी नहीं चलाते. लाइक दैट, वंस वी आर मैच्योर्ड टू रन दिस व्हीकल कॉल्ड गृहस्था, रन इट एंड एंजॉय. Don't get stressed for it. Why? The moment you accept, everything will be there in it. Ups, downs, incoming, outgoing. सब रहेगा. The moment you think, आदि व्याधि, सब रहेगा. The moment you accept it, then there is no tension. Our whole pursuit is, I am the most intelligent person who can circumvent all these things and I will come out victoriously. Only I will come out. That is the biggest foolishness. ये जो नहीं होने वाला है, पीसी सरकार का मैजिक में भी ये नहीं होता है. अगर पीसी सरकार मैजिक में ऐसा कर सके, प्लीज चेंज द मूड ऑफ माई स्पाउस. अगर वो कर दिया ना, सोचो, देखो सब लोग का हंसी में ही मालूम पड़ गया कि नहीं होने वाला है. अभी वो मैजिशियन भी नहीं कर सकते, भगवान खुद नहीं कर सकते, तो हम क्या करने का? उसको एक्सेप्ट करके छोड़ना ही अच्छा है. क्या है, आज इधर पूर्णिमा है, नहीं तो अमावस्या है, नहीं तो ये दोनों का बीच में कोई तो एक फेस में, दैट फेस इज देयर, दैट फेस डिपेंड्स ऑन व्हाट ऑफ द फेस. गाड़ी चलते रहना मनते है कि नहीं. फोकस ऑन धर्म, फोकस ऑन मोक्षा, व्हाट वी आर सपोज टू बी डूइंग. ऑटोमेटिकली अदर्स विल जस्ट प्लस माइनस में चलते रहेगा. यू कैन बी द बेस्ट इन एवरीथिंग. So if you want to give up and be little less best, the first victim should be grihastha. Normally moksha is the first victim. Sannyasa ashrama becomes the first victim. नहीं उधर नहीं जाने तो I am very happy here. क्यों? अरे रोज सुबह ये गाली का सहस्रनाम अर्चना नहीं मिला तो आज नींद नहीं आएगा. Someone has to give some galis and सहस्रनाम अर्चना, तब अच्छा से हाँ भाई, है कि नहीं. तो थोड़ा इसको चेंज करना है. मेक सेंस, राइट. सो फ्रॉम गृहस्थाश्रमा what is the takeaway which we need? From brahmacharya ashrama, the takeaway was very clear: get knowledge. Now either material, spiritual, whichever, but everyone gets knowledge. At least if they genuinely have or do not have, at least there is a paper which tells they have a knowledge. Some degree कुछ ना कुछ तो मिल जाता है. मैटर ends. चलो, गृहस्थाश्रमा का टेक अवे क्या है? कौन सा सर्टिफिकेट मिलता है? और व्हाट शुड आई अचीव आउट ऑफ गृहस्थाश्रम? बड़ा क्वेश्चन है ना. If I do not know what to achieve in Grihastha Ashrama and I live for another 30 or 40 years or 50 years in Grihastha Ashrama without knowing what to, except that morning I have to get up, कैसा भी दिन निकालो, रात को सो जाओ, चलो भाई आज दिन अच्छा निकल गया. Is that the objective of Grihastha Ashrama? Is that the takeaway? Because if that is the takeaway, you will never come out of it. Because it will be mahashrama to come out of such a thing. Why? I have got used to this.
Prepare to go into next ashram.
What is that preparation? What is that preparation?
Increase samadhi.
Shatka sampatti means, how do you get it? Correct.
We'll face so many situations, so it will help in increasing.
How will that increase? Only when you do something it will increase.
Karma yoga.
Exactly.
Karma
yoga. So what is the objective of Grihastha Ashrama? Do karma yoga. Convert every karma to karma yoga. The faster we get this art of converting every karma to karma yoga. When I say karma to karma yoga, kamya karma to nishkama karma, kamya karma to vihita karma. Hopefully we know what are the karmas. Nitya karma, naimittika karma, kamya karma, prayashchitta karma, nishiddha karma. Okay, start from the lowest order. Nishiddha karma. First, stop nishiddha karma. So even if the situation pushes me to do nishiddha karma, there will be many situations in Grihastha Ashrama which will push you to do nishiddha karma. Self-restraint is what you can exercise. Give one small example of nishiddha karma which very frequently comes in our life, and many a times we don't know how to manage it. Most common, इतना मत सोचो, बहुत है, लिस्ट बहुत है. आप लोग ऐसा सोच रहे हो कि बहुत ढूंढ के एक हाथ किधर मिल गया तो बहुत बड़ा हो गया, नहीं नहीं, लिस्ट भर भर के, इट इज ऑल फिल्ड.
Gossip.
Gossip, ठीक है, निषिद्ध कर्मा. But then is there a way to stop it? Or is there a way, do you face a problem to say no to gossip? Because I like it, I continue. So don't blame anyone for it now. समझ में आ रहा है? I'm saying I don't want it, but I'm forced to do it. The first victim for Nishiddha Karma is what? Satyam Vada.
Yes. To lie.
फर्स्ट विक्टिम. सुबह से शाम तक कितना बार मालूम होते हुए हम झूठ बोलते. Is there a way not to tell the lie, still communicate without hurting the other person? That's an art. Satyam, Priyam, Hitam, all the three should be there. That requires some effort to think and respond, not react to a question suddenly and just blurt out a lie.
So Narova Kunjaro is the way to go about, right?
You see, is Narova Kunjarova a rule or exception to the rule?
It's an exception to the rule.
We human beings are most wise and intelligent to catch the exception and leave the rule. Narova Kunjarova for a particular thing was told to get something, a very very specific, very rarely such things come. But so, simple. Sir, can you give me this details about this? What is the problem if I say, sorry, I will do it later, I am busy now? सिंपल सत्य बोलने के लिए हम गोल गोल घुमा के दूसरा ही कुछ बोल के झूठ बोल के बाहर निकलते हैं. Why? I don't want to hurt the other person. Telling nicely in a good way no is not hurting the person at all. There are so many times when you think there are so many other ways to communicate what you want without telling the lie. Second victim, anger. नहीं, बड़ा विक्टिम है वो. फटक करके आ जाता ही है. Doesn't this grihastha give you an opportunity to overcome that and win over yourself on it? No one tells you have to do, but it gives you plenty of opportunity every day to overcome it. And we are so insensitive, we have started telling this is my nature. If I see something wrong, I can't stop myself. उसके लिए वो मूवी में वो क्या बोलते हैं, एक बार मैंने सोच लिया तो फिर क्या खुदा भी रोक नहीं सकता है. और व्हाट दैट सम डायलॉग इज देयर ना, है कि नहीं? नथिंग कैन स्टॉप मी. हाँ, राइट. आता माझी सटकली, अंदर का अंदर ही turn the knob and then start. Sasnama Archana starts. Or brooding over if you cannot express it out. Correct. So all these are victims, which means first thing in Grihastha Ashrama, we have to follow something called as very very simple, which is called as Samanya Dharma. And then Vishesha Dharma. What is Samanya Dharma? Samanya dharma is that dharma should be followed by everyone at all situations, irrespective of they belonging to any varna or ashrama. That is Samanya dharma. Satyam Vada is a Samanya dharma. Should you tell that only Brahmanas Satyam Vada, Shudras no Satyam Vada? No. For everyone it is. Don't get angry. For everyone it is. Samanya dharma. Right? So what are the Samanya dharmas? Can anyone tell? If you remember a list of Samanya dharmas. Which is very much useful in Grihastha Ashrama. And which we have learnt. And which we have written and got marks. Marks bhi mila hai.
Opposite of Shadripu.
What is that opposite of Shadripu?
Telling the truth, not being angry, not being jealous.
What is it called? What is it called? What you are referring to is called what? यही तो पढ़ के मार्क कमाया था एग्जाम लिख के. यम नियमस. हाँ, यम नियम आर द सामान्य धर्मस. सत्य, अहिंसा, अस्तेय, ब्रह्मचर्य, अपरिग्रह, शौच, संतोष, तप, स्वाध्याय, ईश्वर प्रणिधान. Yama and niyamas. No other qualification is required to practice yama niyama. It can be done by everyone, irrespective of varna and ashrama, irrespective of situations. Yes or no? So Samanya Dharma is first thing which knowledge should first bring. The value of it starts. Then when the value of it starts, you start preserving and you start taking your own expectation bar higher and higher for each of this. कल तक इतना ही था ना, आज ये भी नहीं, इससे भी एक step ऊपर. You set your bars every time and you try to achieve it. Then that fineness starts coming. Correct? You start becoming a really good individual. Basic thing required as a human being. Then comes Swadharma. First is Samanya Dharma for everyone, then Swadharma for each person based on their Varnashrama. Is it clear? Very logical, very rational. Unfortunately, our education never teaches this. In the art of man making, what is it? Nothing. Yama niyama. If yama niyama, if you follow, you have to a great extent upholding of dharma has happened. Okay, and then comes your Swadharma, which is related to Varnashrama, which we will see it in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Okay. Right. Shubharatri.
Dhanyawad, sir.
Dhanyawada.